Justice came today for the family of a Marine wife who was murdered 3 years ago.
The jury handed down guilty verdicts for 3 people involved in what prosecutors described as a twisted love ring involving S&M and torture that ultimately led to the death of 22-year-old Brittany Kilgore. Fox 5's Misha DeBono joins us from the steps of the courthouse with how the case played out. Misha.
Yeah, good afternoon. All 3 defendants were found guilty of first-degree murder, kidnapping, torture, and sexual assault in a case that brought to light the existence of a deviant sexual lifestyle going on in a Fallbrook home that ultimately turned deadly.
Verdict, first-degree murder. We, the jury, in the above entitled cause, find the defendant, Dorothy Grace Marie Maraglino, guilty of the crime of murder.
Luis Ray Perez, Dorothy Maraglino, and Jessica Lynn Lopez are found guilty of first-degree murder in the killing, torture, and kidnapping of 22-year-old Brittany Kilgore.
Verdict, torture. We, the jury, in the above entitled cause, find the defendant, Luis Ray Perez, guilty of the crime of torture.
Hearing the guilty verdict on all 5 charges, Perez covers his head until he's taken out of the courtroom in handcuffs. After 6 weeks of graphically sexual testimony, the jury convicts them on 14 of the 15 counts.
The one count of not guilty was the count of conspiracy to commit kidnapping for Ms. Lopez.
Kidnapping is a special circumstance that will make their sentences life without the possibility of parole. The 2012 case brought to light a secret sadomasochistic sex ring being played out in a Fallbrook home, a home where, according to the prosecution, Kilgore was lured to, caught up in a sinister game of ritualistic S&M.
Our daughter was a beautiful young woman inside and out. And unfortunately, she ran across people that were not good, were monsters, and took her life.
And because of this special circumstance of kidnapping, all 3 will be sentenced to life without the possibility of parole. Sentencing is set for next month. Now, coming up at 5 o'clock, what the prosecution said about a misconception regarding Brittany Kilgore's involvement in this group of people and their lifestyle.